So, yes, today is patch day. It is patch 7.1, also known as Crossroads. There is a new MSQ to be done. There is possibly an Alliance trade if I get time today. I think what we need to do is get started, and we're going to start with a royal invitation over at Tuliolao. So let's do that. Come along, folks. Oh, hello. Is this the Alliance trade? That's the Alliance trade. Okay, we'll come back and do that later. I also need to remember to pick up my Fantasia, my free Fantasia from Gridania. Must remember to do that. Ooh, there's another thing here. What's this? Oh, this is the society quest, tribal quest. Okay, we'll do that later as well. That's not for now. It's not for now. It's not for you, Jen. It's not for now. We are MSQ focused at the moment. This is release day of patch 7.1. Bol Wuruk is eager to hear how you've been getting on. Let me tell you all about it. It's a pleasure as always, James. Have you been able to relax lately? Oh yes, you see those big, that excessive thumbs up. That was great. Wonderful. As busy as you've been. With the right of succession, among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliolal at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Zhbalyevti is one such way to do so. It is a good way to do so. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner of Brook Evu will look after you. You're in the wrong instance. There's another quest down here. What's that? Thank you, though. I appreciate the thought. Oh, Wandering Minstrel. This is savage stuff. Well, if it isn't James alone today, are you? I see. If you have an hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for your help in track down those treasures. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring your meal as soon as it's ready. It's taco time. Which table do I have to sit at? This one over here? This looks like a busy table. Ah, I see, Akira. I see. Nominated for best. Oh, no, I'm DPS today. I have to keep my DPS badge on. You still love tacos, I hope. Ha! You ate so many of them when you turned 5, you could barely move afterwards. Remember that? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Oh, right, sorry. It's still strange for me, too. Just the other day, you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yasulani, and now you're a man growing with a face full of hair. You hairy bastard. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me, you hairy son of a gun. Relying. That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. He's not even that hairy. Look at him. He's got a little goatee, that's it. Back in Alexandria, we had Electrobe. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here, I'm helpless, you hairy son of a... No, because he is the hairy son of a gun. They left in your face, guys. But here, I'm helpless. A culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me, gods, I'd never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that, you hairy son of a gun. I'd been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome, you hairy son of a gun. My wife and children. I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled, but at this rate... Burmese mountain dog under that shirt. Good evening, Pezar. I see you sent for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. I'm just cheesing in on the conversation. Oh god, no. Oh. Oh, she's here. She's here. The main character's here, everybody. The main character's here. Our time in the spotlight is over. It is now Lamat time. Here we go. We are all Lamat. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tuliolau. Lamat. To aid folk like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Look at her abs. Shit, she's seen me. Oh, look who it is. I was just about to go find you, James. Shit, it's too late to run. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. Yeah, fine. If you have to. If you have to. A big wave from through. The tacos here never disappoint. So, what have you been up to lately? I've been exploring Taral with my trusty alpaca. I've been catching up on sleep. I've been helping out around Wachumeki. I've been working to recover some stolen artifacts. I've been making a name for myself at the Arcadian. Yes, I'm going to do that one. I have been doing a lot of Arcadian. You're fighting in the arena in Alexandria? By facing off against tough opponents, I'd wager you've honed your skills even further. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with duties no one asks at the palace, but whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way, I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kona to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Kona and I have something we want to discuss with you as Dawn servants. Do you have time to come to the palace? Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you've finished here. Damn. I can only understand that you're Lamat. She's a streetwalker. Lamat the streetwalker. So, I haven't actually played much Viper since I finished MSQ. Little Kiz is coming out. Look at this little crew. This motley crew. 8.63 gigabyte. Yeah, I had to What's going on with my shadow there? It's gone. What's going on? What's this? This isn't how shadows be. This isn't how shadows be. It's not how they be. It's very peaceful. What's better, this patch or FF13? We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. Master James, it's always an honor. Val Kona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you within before long. Yeah, let's go in. It's going okay, nice. Why don't they get some chairs in here? They're always just standing there. Grahat here, chilling out there, waiting to take my place. Oh, you're all here too? Little does he know Lamat's already taken it. Valkona summoned us, though if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hanesh culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were of course happy to oblige him. Kryl and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work compiling information on the Golden City. Do they know what you did with their mother? Hold that thought, Pez. He may know. he may know what I've been doing with his mother. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Easter eggs in there for you. Can you imagine if he did? But no, that was a charity thing he did for me. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Urianger have left to resume their tour of Tural. Ishtola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. Do you know what? I hope they reawaken living memory in some way, like make it so it's not just grey. I was editing the previous playthrough I did of MSQ for Dawntrail, and I was editing the bit where you first enter living memory, and it looks incredible. It looks incredible when you first go in there, and then by the time you're finished in that area, it looks shit. It just looks awful. So I'm hoping that they bring it back in some way, give you the option to bring it back. If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You'll like to be stuck with her for a while. As for Estinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. No one likes Tuli Yoli Yoli Yoli. Estinian? No, Kona. I thought it was going to be Estinian walking in just as they were talking about him. My apologies for the delay. Can two male Makotes be in the same room at the same time? Surely that's illegal. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So, what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter for which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Gulul Jar and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yasilani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the Queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go, not only to be there for Gulul Jar, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wished to attend the funeral. You knew Sphene as well, after all. Flashback? Oh no, okay. I think I should go too. Because you consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it. No, actually, I think you'll find, Lamat, that as we were fighting her and we were holding our own and we were willing to be responsible for her demise, you decided to leap in at the last second, just as I was about to have my epic victory, and steal the kill from me. Because you consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it. But that's not a burden you bear alone. Damn right. Here's my idea. As vow, I'll attend the funeral as a representative of Tuliolal. Meanwhile, you can go in a personal capacity and watch over the people as they... Well, of course I would go as they mourn. Of course I would go in a personal capacity. I'm not from this area. I'm not from Tuliolal. I'm not a member of your state. I am not Tuliolan. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was to her people and to others. So let us stand with you. Then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Galul Jar in the back room. To the back room. There goes the main character. Support and cast left behind. Crossroads by L'Oreal. For men. What? Kiss! I hardly recognized you, unfrugged. You heading to the back room? Yes. Neon stain snap, yeah. I think this guy is going to be responsible for relic weapons, but he hasn't started yet. I want a relic weapon. Can you give me a relic weapon? You ever heard of the Rodina Consortium? I absolutely can't stand that lot, let me tell you. That's why I give the Nexus Arcade a wide berth. Even the residential district's too close for me liking, so I just crash here. Yeah, I want my relic. Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course, I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shale is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep's systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I've brought you gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamat, and thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here, according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Do we have to go collect them? Is this a fetch quest? Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? Riveting. Money. The little jar wishes to go and collect his flower for the The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with, Gorsan, who is apparently Sphene's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. I'm going to guess it's that cluster of people over there. You're 2 minutes behind me. Speed running it. Why, I'm Vawuk Lamat of Tuliolal. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sphene's funeral. Sphene's. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Ghost and former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I've been responsible for administering affairs of state. Made that up. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, your majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral? Rest assured, they are not a requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. You see, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. Oh yeah. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Yet regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Sphene. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I remember her and her kindness as she threatened to wipe out the world. That was a fun time. Yes, I will pick up my flower and remember the wiping of the world. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. For the flower, let me take it. It's too late. Lamat has taken everything. It's just the way it is. Lamat doesn't wait. Lamat take. That's an etherite. That's a lot of people wearing the same clothes. They're all dressed very casual as well. I read the stuff and you don't have to. No one decided to wear a tie for the Queen's funeral. Bit disrespectful. Bit disrespectful. Are we supposed to be having a minute's silence? Or something? I might have spoiled that. What is this cyberpunk convention?
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands.
Aren't they the Elpis
Some were born and
flowers?
raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows.
Hello there.
How did we overcome the barriers between us?
Hello.
What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together.
I'm gonna kill you all! I'm gonna murder you! Kill you! That's what she said to us.
Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us.
In Gax's PC.
And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we must. We will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow.
Thank you for the sub. Oh, I need to do stickers. I haven't done any stickers. I'll do that in a bit. I'll do it in the ad break. I'll do stickers in the ad break.
Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Hey, that's me with a different haircut. Isn't that my character with a different haircut? Pretty sure it was. Very dope indeed. I got it, don't worry. They could have got him a little step, couldn't they? They could have got him a little step ladder or something. A little stool to stand on. Give him a little ramp up there or something, you know. They could have... Honestly, he's supposed to be the king. She passed that flower, but she didn't pass on the chance to annihilate her by herself.
Was Queen taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
That's how it be.
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Duliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
You wish this game was an American?
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that.
Well, think about it, you
I
must.
wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that, at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
He's a
I was
thinking
wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts.
Every time we
It's
saw
the
him, it
same
hurt
with
as well.
Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Something about the regulators. Why did they zoom in on the regulator like that? Black regulators. Something fishy about them. Something fishy about black regulators. Already, I've got my spidey sense is tingling. I've got a spidey sense tingling. Look, Scott's here. Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott. Take off that one. Why is it suspicious that they're black? Because the guy said earlier that they were handing out black regulators for the funeral, but they were having a supply issue. They weren't able to get as many as they wanted, but they're trying to get them out as quick as they can. And I'm wondering if there's something to do with the black regulators. They've done something to them. There's something sneaky going on with them, perhaps. I don't know. We'll soon find out. Hey, Glue Jar, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Are we going on a quest to find out about his mother? Shale searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamul Jar she found listed were my father and me. He's a clone! He's a clone! Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. He's a clone. Well, that means... Well, that you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way about it. Clone. Do you want to know your mother? I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad. I want to know her. So I want to try looking again, and if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. He's either a clone or his mum's still alive. One or the other. I see. Well, if that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. Kryl. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. All right, thank you, everyone. Okie dokie, let's do this. Grahatia, next quest, please. In search of the past. Materia reward. Grahatia has an idea on how you may proceed with your investigation. Take breakdancing Yuvia. Paladin favorite. Paladin's a great tank. Yeah. It's definitely my favorite. Assuming neither memories nor records of Galul Jar's mother remain, we must cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. James, if you can make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. Oh, why can't I stay in Solution 9? Why do I have to go outside? I mean, today is a dedicated one for Final Fantasy 14, but I did say, and I will definitely make time to do Minecraft. I'll try and do it at a time when you're here, because I know you asked me to do it for something. So I hope your wife's okay though. I hope she I hope it's not, well, I mean, it's a broken wrist, isn't it? So it's not exactly okay, but I hope she recovers well soon. You're looking for a Mamul Jar woman? Oh, Galul Jar's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Zoral Jar, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cut us off from the outside world, a Taral Vidral had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zoral Jar assembled a party of warriors and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. A battle with a Taral Vidral. A Mamul Jar woman? There are people who have never been a common sight around here. Why, the last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tuliolal after their mission. But if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. Okay. Extra scans tomorrow. Oh. Hospital appointments suck. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamul Jar woman living in these parts, much less one connected to Zoral Jar. You might have better luck talking to the people over at Tanawawa Torawawatan settlement to the northeast of Everkeep in a place called Uwiwawawawawata. The resilient son won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes if I remember correctly. Their chief's name was Kaniloka. Where did you get this emote? You're just watering the dead tree. I suppose someone has to. Galul Jar has told me all. We previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. What, because we just spoke to people? Did you not think about speaking to people beforehand? We spoke to 3 random people and found out more than she's found with all her records, and honestly. So you spoke with quite a few different people, 3 as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. So Zoral Jar brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yasilani, among whom was a female Mamul Jar. His mission was to rid the region of a Taral Vidral, and I believe it's safe to say that that was the crisis in Uweyawata he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Uweyawata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zoral Jar made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. And if this Mamul Jar woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. I see. But what could Zoral Jar have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zoral Jar's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Orogenetics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that's all we could learn. There's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records... There it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were being made to Uwayawata, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? You know, last time a Final Fantasy protagonist had mummy issues, it didn't go so well. We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing! Even though no one remembers how you managed to figure all of this out. Mother is waiting. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. Last time a protagonist had mummy issues, it was you not having Mrs. Levelia as a mummy. Ah, it's so loud for me. I don't know why. Haley, thank you for the sub. I'll do your sticker in the ad break if that's okay, but thank you for the sub. How you doing? How are the feet? And even should memories fade, footprints, feet, remain to mark the path of those who walked before. Don't worry, Haley. For some reason, my sound effects for me are set up really high, so it's blasting my ears out. I don't know why. A lesson I learned in another life. So we'll be investigating this secret facility in Uwayawata then. And this time, I want you to come along, Galul Jar. Is this going to be a duty? This is going to be the duty of this patch? Feet are fine for once. Pezza, thank you for being my biggest fan. Uwayawata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the drift towns. All right, thank you, Shale. Why is the king hanging out in the back rooms? It's a bit weird. Why is there no like royal palace or royal residence? Why is he hanging out in the back rooms? Why are they keeping a child king in the back rooms of a bar, of a seedy bar? Something's not right about that. Come, Laketa, your drinking time is over. It's time to be on our way. We are going to the drift towns. So loud. Rasusi, thank you for the resub. How you doing? I'll do your sticker in just in the ad break, in the next ad break that we have. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake? I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful everyone. Hey, Water field station is now open. We are duty timing. Who would like to be in the party for the duty? It says less than 5 minutes. Hey, here we go. Okay, everyone, this is it. This is the new duty that's been added to this patch. We've not done it before. I think Laketa might have done it once today or twice today. But the rest of us, we're going in new, we're going in fresh. There's going to be death, there's going to be pain, it's going to be hurty all over. Dark Arachno, welcome in. Be back again, no worries, Rasusu, see you soon. We're in danger. I kind of wish I was tanking, but for Dawntrail, I'm committed to doing Viper. So that's how it be. I gotta remember how to do Viper as well now. Okay. Bit of a spongy mob, but not a difficult one so far. I think we got through that okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. That might be... Oh, look who it is! The Limblam Zagnal. Look, it's from the Festival of the Hunt. They could have at least played the Festival of the Hunt music. Come on. How much did I spend? About $500,000. Probably more. Don't worry about it though, Scott. It is my gift to you. It is my gift. And I'll easily make that money back. It's not a problem. Oh, sugar. Caber toss. Okay, does that. Okay. Okay, I see. He's throwing something. What is this? What is going on? Electrobe. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to kill the Electrobe. Can't get... Nicely done. Nicely done. Got hit by one attack there. It's a pretty hefty one. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna do some crafting. I'm gonna make some batches of accessories to sell. What the fuck was that? Oh, hefty pull. What is this place? I think he is. I think it's cloning. I do think it's cloning. Like this kind of research base. There's something dodgy here. There's something very dodgy going on here, and I have suspicions. That was creepy. Station Spectre. If the source of our failures is, you know what? I might come back and read these later. For now, we'll just work our way through. Overseer Caniloka. Hey, no worries, Dark Arachno. Snore away. We'll be listening out for you. I hope they're great snores. Come forth, my dear souls. What the flip? Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? What is going on? Oh my god. Oh god. What is this? Where is there someone ranged? Did we all manage to do that in like one tiny space? Oh god, what was happening there? Jeez Louise. I'm not a fan of Viper's rotation. I really am not. I feel like you never know what the next part of the rotation is going to be unless you're literally staring at the hotbars, and it means I'm not looking at the boss. So I'm missing tells from the boss because I'm always looking at my hotbar to see what's the next step in my rotation, instead of being more alert to the fight. I'm not a fan of it. It looks cool. Like, it fights like a cool class. But to actually do it, it's just a chore. Nice. Really good fights to get into it. There's a steep jump to 03S. Touch the red. I know you. I did touch the red a little. What is going on here? What is that? Why is that? For what is that? No one died. Great job. Yes, exactly. We are epic in this fight. Oh, I died. The healer disconnected. No. It was going so well until I jinxed it. So, our healer in the game has just disconnected. I think they might be back. I think they've come back. They've come back. Such is the life sometimes. Look at Galul Jar just chilling there. Ah, he's a good boy, just chilling with the monsters. Oh, is that it? Okay, now we're going to see what this thing is. It's like some sort of weird Lunipiati? It's like some sort of weird rat carbuncle. Vieira evolution goals. Haven't played since more than half a year. Did you do any Dawntrails, Hermione? I don't need my map now. Haven't bought it yet. This is the patch that came out today. This is the newest content. One good thing I will say about Dawntrail, I mean, it has its flaws. We've talked about those flaws a lot. The duties have always been fun. I'll give it that. This has been a little bit of a what the fuck duty. What's he doing now? Okay, so over here. If that's going to jump over to there. 2 hits? Yeah, it did. 2 hits. Okay, so we have to be, what, here? Yeah, running into it was a bad idea. I'm stuck. I'm dead. Shit, 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 no! Oh no! Oh no. This is... Oh, we lost Scott as well. The DPS are down. Valanya is going to bring me back. Come on, Valanya. I believe I saw you start casting. Yes! I'm in. Whoa! Hello? What? What? That arena is quite small. All right, we go again. Round 2. Raging Claw, so he's going to attack forward. Leporine Loaf. Okay, that hurt a little bit. This is where he's going to do his, yeah, his AoEs, his bounce and AoEs. Okay, and then they stay there. That's what killed me last time. I didn't realize that they stayed there. So this time, let's not run into the middle of them. That would be a great idea. Good work, James. Escape that. Oh, good God. This one's going to go all the way around, so it's going to go around the inside and then around the outside. And then, if it's going to follow up from before, the inside is going to turn into a big hole, right? Yeah, there it goes. That's going to drop. No, no, no! What happened? What happened? I didn't do that! I didn't... Why? I didn't do that! I didn't! What happened? I was going one way and then all of a sudden I was running a different way. What happened? I didn't do that. Oh God. I didn't need a rescue into the hole, I just fell into it. Oh wait, no. I nearly reset them. So do you have to sprint to outrun that mechanic, I guess? Oh, come on. Crisco, thank you for the sub. How are you doing? I don't know why I keep falling down the middle. Oh, I don't know why I keep falling down the middle. Crisco, thank you for the sub. How you doing? You felt the no and had to submit it then. It's what's basically happening. I think I know what it is. It's when I'm doing an attack and then I try and run in a direction. My character is turning in the direction of the attack and then running forward in that way. That's what's happening, so I've got to be careful not to attack while running. Okay, I think I'm okay now. I think that's what it was. Motherfucker. How sadistic were they to put a massive hole in the middle of the bloody arena? This is ridiculous. It's cruel and ridiculous. All they need now is to put the spinning finger on us, that spinning finger mechanic. Absolutely screw us over. Come on, we can push through, we can push through, we can get him. Yes. Way to stay with it at the end there. Yes, Scott, we carried us through that final bit. That was our moment. We might have spent a long time in that duty on the floor. We might have been unconscious for 75% of that fight, but when it mattered at the end, we took it across the line. You and I, Scott. Oh, God. Oh, there's a minion. Ooh, what's this as well? New glams? Who got it? Laketta. Of course it was Laketta. The Dragoon way. Floor duty, yeah. Oh, comms. Com. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. There we go. Got it in. I got the coat of aiming, though. That's nice.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Valley Armanda.
It's still alive. Is that his mum?
I could tell. They sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Taral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject.
I don't know what the thing is, Sodeo.
I expect Zaralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Eat the rabbit. It's still alive, look. Oh, it's echo time! We're doing our bit now. We are being a character for a bit. We're being a main character for a bit.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
It is his mum.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vitral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
An army of Taral Vidral.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
Oh? Is that his lady?
So, you've given him permission?
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Land's Guard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
Beg a boon. I wish to
What do you
beg a boon.
desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliolan. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet.
She wants a child.
But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
She wants his butt.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours.
So is this why he didn't
That
really...
which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle.
Is that why he doesn't see him as his son, really?
But
Because it was
if
more
what
of a
you
bartering
seek
thing?
is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
But then where did she go in all this? Where is she? Where's the mama? And why is not the mama going away? Oh, goodbye.
Are you all right?
I fell down the hole. It was really far down. I fell really far.
Teishalja. Could she be my mother?
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubiko women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teishalja there.
That's where we're going next then.
That's where we're going next. Alright, ads are about to start, so we're going to stop just for a moment there. Good stuff. Okay, so let's crack on. We've done the duty. We lived. I wish I could see into the past like you. Then I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamulja women here. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliolal and saw some, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Piety, tenacity, skill speed, spell speed. I don't know what I want. 29 of them. 38 of them. 32 of them. None of them. Okay, let's take that. Didn't have to sprint if you reacted quick, yeah. You didn't have to sprint if you walked off the edge. It's easy. Kryl is eager to begin searching the research facility. While we've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here, the traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around for information as well as a way to the upper level. What on earth? What happened to the people here? Did they all leave, or did we already meet them? What have they done? They've done something to shadows in this game. Like, shadows are just broken right now. Look at that. Oh, maybe that is right. No, that's not right. Why is my shadow so elongated? Like, my shadow should be on the floor here, long, but not that long. Lateral lighting. Fuck lightning is what it is. To think that people actually volunteered their souls for these experiments. Success was far from guaranteed, and even in the best case, they would cease to be men. Was their devotion to Zoral Jar so absolute? It won't open, and I don't think it'll yield to our shoulders either. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and find the key. Okay. I wonder what Beck Lug would make of this research into transferring souls. She'd be loving it, wouldn't she? Oh my goodness, is that a person in there? There's people in there. There's people still in here. Genova? Is this where the Sephiroth crossover is going to happen? The researchers likely move between the upper and lower levels. Perhaps we can find a key among their belongings. Makes me angry to think about what they did here. You know that they're saving FF7 crossover stuff for the day when Final Fantasy XIV eventually starts to sink in profits, and like an expansion doesn't save it, and like they're losing the cash, they're losing the monies. That's when we'll see Final Fantasy VII content drop. That's when you'll see Sephiroth bosses. That's when you'll see all that sort of stuff. Where am I supposed? Where am I going? Oh, the orange circle's all back up here, so probably this way. Do I have to? I have to interact with the gate first, don't I? Alice said the gate's locked, but apparently we've got to try it for ourselves, just in case Alice is lying. Yep, that looks pretty locked to me. Maybe we should look for a key. A lift can be seen behind the wrought iron gate. As sturdy as it appears, the gate will likely resist attempts to force it open. A security panel is nearby. Perhaps a verification key will open the way. Oh, right, yeah, like the key that I said we could go look for. Okay, yeah. In one of these little side rooms is going to have what we're looking for inside. So we just have to find the verification. There it is. A journal. I was transferred to Uyuwata Station in order to train the villagers in the use of electrode technology. While a child can quickly learn to operate common contraptions, it will be no easy thing for them to attain the requisite skill to develop new weapons, ones which require no less than the manipulation of souls. Thankfully, two of my pupils have demonstrated great aptitude in the field. Kanaloka, the village chief, and Tishal Jar, a field Kairujan. Further driven by their loyalty to our king, their growth has been remarkable. I dare to hope that before long, they will be able to carry out their duties without further instruction, and I may be relieved of my duty. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write good, yes?
Sordio_Ventus says ASMR. I need to know if you know about a certain ornithological word and the importance of said word. If so, can you explain to chat about this word in question?
The elusive ornithological word, I assume you're referring to the word ornithological itself, which simply means relating to the study of birds. The importance lies in our ability to appreciate and understand our feathered friends a bit better. So, there you have it. A little nugget of knowledge for your brain to chew on. Enjoy.
No, Robo-Jables. The bird is the word. The bird is the word. The bird. Bird is the word. Getting hard to control strength. Today, bit off hand, a feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry, always hungry. Cannot control. Eat, I must eat. I'm eater, must eat. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged. Among the various items is a manual outline and regulations. Tranquilizer guests to be used in emergencies. You dig deeper. And find the verification key. Yes, let's go. Voiced? Nope. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up, up, up we go! So, this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple at Hell Valley Amanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure, most likely. For a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Galuljar's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. Hacking, hacksaws, into the mainframe. Yes, there's so much data. I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Tishaljar with the password. He pressed way more buttons than what spelled Tilaljar or whatever it was. It brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Tishaljar, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. This sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted. And even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. And let us take it with us to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to this storage device I brought. Insert USB. Copy, paste. Insert obligatory sound effects for computer use. There, it's finished. Hacking complete. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for both of us. That might be the thumbnail for this when I do it on YouTube. His face, smiling just then. That's probably going to be the thumbnail. That was amazing. Oh, what an adorable little creature. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Shale. You heading to the back room? Yes. Welcome back. Galul-Jar has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alice and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Aye, their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Do 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 do. Guidance of the Hetzo. Geodude's concern is writ plain upon his face. Alice isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system, but even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tula Yolal. My brother is doing all he can to see the Jacques Tural railroad system restored to operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go so far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shell's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. To Shaloni Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Kona informed. We're going to go see the people who love their railroad. Absolutely love a railroad. Yo, what up? Vow of Resolve. And James Lee to boot. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tural that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. And here he is now. Ah, scratch the on his way. Erinville, look at those new threads. What's going on here? What a glam up. Yeah, surprise. Did our little Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? Stop that. As you well know, my previous attire was that of a gleaner, and I have chosen a different path. It was time for a change. You hear about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawnblazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Even the NPCs have reached the James. No. Attitude. Speaking of which, I assume Lamat has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawnblazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations, but now we're back with our original problem: how to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mehwahetsoen. That is, the Roneek. Though the Hetzaru that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetso being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Roneek will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid the Roneek's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Roneek's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mehwahetsoen for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Hetsara have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Huato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetsara encampment if you like. I don't think those gloves go with his outfit. It's no Urianger. Do you know what I mean? You know when Urianger came out with his new threads and everyone was like, yo, what? But not for Erenville. Don't have that same reaction for Erenville. There's far less people doing the MSQ with me at the moment. Like, you get the occasional crowd, but this is nothing like what it was like when Dawntrail released. When Dawntrail came out, the crowds were huge. And I know we're playing it later at night, but still, I expected it to be a lot busier than it is. It was rough this morning, okay. Vow of resolve, vow of reason, I bid you welcome to our camp. But what brings you all the way to Mewet Soen? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of the Jacques Tural Railroad. Instances, yeah. But even, no, I guess in Uldar, no, it wasn't. Yeah, maybe that's all it is. You two have noted the Roneek's unexpected change in behavior then. My son, Geppetto, has been looking into this matter. Geppetto? Geppetto. Normally we'd expect to see the Roneek to keep to their favoured grounds nearby for a while yet. And despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Pyarioanan and Yortarnain. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetsara would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hetsara descent. My parents travelled with the Roneek as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. He was just... What the blindingness? A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade, that I might fend for myself. I became a stall keeper in Tuliolal's markets, and that is where the Dawn Servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamat came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her, unless the Dawn Servant seat was up for grabs, in which I would engage her in competition and aim to thoroughly defeat her. You have returned, Reyes, just in time for the blinding light. Truly, I have never heard of the Roneek choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hetsara willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. Even if it may help you better understand the Roneek's current behavior? As is so often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the Hetsara way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn Servant indeed. Please, teach me of the Roneek and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hetsaro culture with me? I should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Roneek, and we'll have a look around the plains. And perhaps in the process, we'll find the answers we seek. I'm just going to look for the glowy bit of the floor and click on it. That's what I'm going to do. The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I'm not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Oh, you entered the house to do your retainers, totally forgot it was ruined. Pirate King Bloodbeard is going to hit the roof. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. Him and Snacky put so much time into that, and Laketta was just like, click, 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 destroy. Indeed. Still trying to buy a large house. I made the mistake while trying to drop 40 million on the FC. I'm afraid I finished with my tasks for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, I'm going to tell you a bit about our migration customs. If you're here, you likely already know that the Roneek are our hetso, our guides that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. You may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetsaro must also part with half of our number. You may think it a strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This too is the wisdom of the Hetso. This won't do. The wind will go right through it, and me without my needle and sinew. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Roneek hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. You're learning about the Hetsaru way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Ahem. Our Hetso provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices, and soap to drive away pests and to sustain our fires. What is it? Poo! It's going to be poo! It's going to be Roneek poo! Roneek poo! Is it dung again? It sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. I knew it. We've discovered myriad uses for Roneek chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there is a need, our Hetso always provide. I knew it was poo. As you stroke the Roneek's coat, you note that many portions are shaggy and tangled. Shaggy. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. Come with the type you're used to would get lost in the tangle, like as not. Stroke. Ah, Shepeto sent a Roneek brush with you, did he? I like him. Now just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. He's fiddling. That's not brushing. What's he playing at? You dutifully brush the Roneek until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. The combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. Alright, quest over. You smell of the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You can only be mistaken for one of us, or at least an adventurous ton of water. I have to wonder how Valkona is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Ah, there he is now. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Roneek and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? These people receive what they need. The Roneek are treasured members of this community as important as okay, so life revolves around the Roneek, but in turn the people receive all they need. The Roneek are treasured members of this community as important as... I'll do that one. I'll do the as important as family. They love that sort of thing. Power of friendship and all that. Indeed, the Roneek provide for the Hetsaro, and in turn the Hetsaro are good to the Roneek, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Roneek as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our own present concerns. We are here in the service of the people of Toral, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today, and I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetso are concerned. Nod? No nod. I'm glad to hear that, Valkona. You're welcome among our herd any time. Money. You're listening to me read the quest that you're on. That's what Scott said earlier as well. Hey, you're here already? How did you get here already? Kona appears loath to part from his Roneek companion. Did you do some this morning? You did some... Okay, you did before work. Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetso. They nourish the Hetsaro as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Roneek are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetsaro would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it's particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Roneek's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Roneek, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they look to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Hetsaro would surely put two and two together were the cause geological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Huh. A large animal, perhaps? And a powerful one, like as not. A predator, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. Was it you, Lamat? Was it Lamat who bit it? It couldn't be. A Turuhetso. Turuhetso? Roneek Riva in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. Roneek can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Turuhetso. It's the Turu. It's the Turu Hetso. Their scales are as tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. Turu. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home, and it's packed both. In any case, I believe the source of the Roneek's consternation is clear. As our next move, we must drive this reaver away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Never fear. We will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. One thing I noticed with Kona in that cutscene was the new glasses transparency that they've added. They've increased... Whoa, hello. Oh, it's a duty. They've increased the transparency of spectacles, so they don't have such a sheen over them anymore. And I really noticed it in that cutscene. It's very evident. All right, Kona, let's do this. The Roneek Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations, and if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. The progress will be saved at certain points in the event you're defeated. Please note if you enter battles associated with the quest. I'm in a party, so I need to disband. I need to disband the party. Alright, let's see how we do. Let's see how we do against Doo-Doo-Doo.
Help! Help!
It's on.
Duruhetsu is coming this way!
Hetso.
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Roneek are practically paralyzed with fear.
Roneek?
We must get them to safety.
Roneek? Not Roneek?
By helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
Wait, Roneek? Did he say Roneek?
After they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Roneek Reaver.
What?
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Roneek when they arrive.
It's clearly Roneek.
They'll be safe with me.
It's clear. Look, I dropped my pen in outrage. It's clearly Roneek. Double E. Roneek. What do you mean, Roneek? It's one thing when they spell things with 50 letters and make it so confusing to say, but when it is clearly grammatically sense of two E's making an E.
We must protect the Roneek.
It's Roneek.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Well, let me move then. It's Roneek. Roneek. Where's the doo-doo-doo? There's stuff over there. Let's have a look at these Roneek.
James.
You know I'm right. You know I'm right.
We must do what we can to soothe them.
Trembling Roneek. Chill, dude. Chill, dude.
That herd should be all right. Let's look for stragglers. The Roneek are to rally too.
Roneek.
None shall be left behind.
Roneek. There's Babs! The Babs!
There must be something up ahead.
The Babs! Go, go, go! The Babs are attacking the Roneek!
These are no match for the likes of us.
I can't. What are you doing? What is... What? I've lost... What is going on? This is where I miss being tank. I've got no aggro. The verbs. Is that how you say it? I wouldn't put it past them to call them like oh, sugar. I don't even know how they came to that, like... Oh, sugar. Okay, he's dealing with that. That's fine. I'll focus on the alpha then. That's fine. Gotta protect the Roneks. Roneek. They knew what they were doing. I mean, they've had Dawntrail come out. Dawntrail's been out since like July, and they've chosen the first voice-acted line to just be like, fuck you to everyone. They've just been like, yeah, we've heard all you streamers. We've heard all you YouTube content creators. We've heard everyone talk about these Roneek online, and we've heard you all call them Roneek. And now we're just gonna say fuck you. We're gonna call it Roneks, and you're just gonna have to deal with it.
For the father, at least.
Well, I reject that. I reject it. It's Roneek. Oh, hello. Oh, he's a fast boy. Look at him go. Look at that doo-doo-doo.
Look there. We've got a big one coming.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs.
The British visited Ireland.
That's a Roneek Reaver, and no mistake.
Yeah, you're fucked.
There! That one there!
how did you think that was gonna go just then? You're no tank. Nearly had his eye out. Good job he was wearing those see-through glasses.
Even should it cost me my life. I will save the head soul!
You thought he was Wook Lamat because he is. He is Wook Lamat. Look, here she is to save the day. Wook Lamat, star of the show. Kill the thing, because no one else can. It's Wook Lamat. Fucking Wook Lamat.
Are you alright?
He was having his moment of heroism, and you stole it, Wook Lamat, as always. Yeah, but Roneek, though, I'm not on your side that much.
There. You've nothing to fear.
She's taking off now. Yeah, dude, you all got this. I'll be out of here. Good job that monster's just chilling, waiting for us as well.
Let's finish the job.
Oh, I can play now. Good.
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
Defeat the Hetzo. Let's go.
You find the vow of reason was not without results.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm doing no damage to this thing at all. Oh, we're in danger. Do we need? Oh, of course. Of course, I'm doing no damage to it. Wook Lamat's gonna do all the damage. What was I thinking? Obviously. Obviously, Wook Lamat's gonna do it. What you think I'm doing?
Right. Open it up.
Shit. Okay, that side's gonna go first. Then this side. No, what are you doing? Kona! Fuck's sake, man. You may use it for something with my permission. You can do what you want. You can do what you want. Okay, that side first. Are we're still not damaging it. I'm not doing anything now. I'm literally not doing anything here. This is the Kona, this is the Wook Lamat show all over again. Like, I'm not doing any damage to the enemy. I'm not doing anything to trap him. I'm not doing any tactics. I'm not taking aggro. I'm not doing anything in this. I'm doing rotation. Like, I'm just gonna go over here and I'm just gonna chill out. But you know what? I'm just gonna...
I got it. well placed piercing round to the chest, and
I don't think you need to. We're not that far away. Is it me now?
that stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Alright, now I'm doing damage. Oh, this is smart. And that goes there, then that goes there. Okay. That's how he actually stood around doing nothing, he still complained. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We must disperse that ether ere the river recovers it.
What have I got to do? Just run into it?
This is going to hurt.
Oh, more. Am I the only one picking these up? Lamat, Kona, you want to do something? You want to control the show and yet not pick up things? I've done it anyway, I won. The winner is me and Lamat. The winner was Lamat. Lamat wins all. She is Lamat. We are Lamat. We are all Lamat.
We did it. The Etso, are they?
The Roneek have all made it to Mehwa Hetsuan.
Roneek.
Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats. But the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason.
He has quite a voice, hasn't he?
You would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
What an epic voice you have.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty.
Yeah, Erringville got threads. I don't like his gloves.
The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Roneek fear most.
Roneek.
It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Roneek
Roneek.
from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
He hasn't done it yet. It's theoretical. This is theory.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again.
Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeniheta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
He's Kona's dad, isn't he? They know it's pronounced. No, they don't. Clearly not.
That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe.
It's just so obvious, isn't it?
Please, can you tell me what you saw?
We're just gonna let the
Sordio_Wentus says, why is it always Lamat?
Why is it always Lamat?
Ah, the age-old question of why is it always Lamat? Clearly a mystery for the ages. Perhaps the universe just really loves those letters together, or maybe it's a secret code only a select few can decipher. Who knows? Not me, that's for sure.
That's because she also is Lamat. Everyone is Lamat.
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Roneek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature.
The parents.
Well distracted, I heard one cry. Save our son! Save the Hetzo!
So they told him to save him?
Nothing but the pounding of
and
my
he didn't?
heart and feet and Roneek thunder. I ran and ran. And as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast.
Save our son? Nah. Nah.
Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Roneek
and
have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Roneek.
No, they asked someone to look after you, and he didn't.
But now I see. They didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe.
Nobody saw this twist coming. This is a total surprise. I am astounded. I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
So much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Well, I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into it. This is not the lesson that should be being learned here. The lesson I'm taking away from is the parents were like, we're going to sacrifice ourselves, but we're going to leave our child in the care of that guy. And that guy was like, I'm fucking out of here. Left the baby behind. Didn't even look for it. Just took off. And so if I was Connor, I'd be like, so dude, you're telling me that my parents who sacrificed themselves for the safety of the whole tribe, my parents who entrusted me with you, and you just took off and left me there for dead. Didn't even look for me, you. Ooh. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say. To know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough, yet would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them we also avenge my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. James, I thank you for standing by me as Dawn Servant and as the oft imperfect man beneath that mantle. Now let us return our attention to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Roneek, straying from their favored grazing, and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into panic. If we can achieve this, it will be far sight better than their traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. The mounts just all caving in here, like they're just coming from everywhere. Let us return to Shaloni Station to begin working it then. Wolika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. There's a lot more people doing it now. You know, I was saying earlier that there weren't many, but there definitely is now. But yeah, I did not take the same lessons from that discussion that Kona did. If I was Kona, I'd be pretty pissed off about now. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. Well, I like his jacket. So the Roneek were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Val Kona's not too bad himself, what with his whistle idea. Sit tight, we'll have this train on the tracks before you know it.
We're ready to go.
They love trains. They absolutely love trains. Trains are like their favorite.
She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Roneek are concerned,
Roneek
we spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliyola. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
I recognize his voice from somewhere.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
Wait, didn't they say it was supposed to be quiet as a... That's not quiet as a mouse! Listen to that, Din! Quiet as a mouse, my ass! Listen to the thing! That is just a train. That is a normal train. That's a normal train noise.
ahead.
Roneek. Tooted it. Blow the ethereal whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
I don't see why, like, I don't get the difference between... Why would they just not use a normal whistle?
It's moving away.
It's still not grazing. They wanted to stop it from grazing in that area.
Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Okay, okay. It's just the ones that are close by. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's fine.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Choctaw Railroad is back in service.
For a while there, we were real worried we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shaloni, and then the continent. Watch out, Choctaw. Here we come. Come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of you all here today is not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamat. Okay, we got ads about to start in 20 seconds, so I'm going to just pause there for the next 3 minutes. This is the final quest, so I will not progress until ads are done. So let's just jump back to just chat. Let's see this through to the end. This is the final quest of this patch. Never want to stand still. Lamat is ready to race back to Alexandria. Look at her. She's ready. She's on the starting blocks, ready to go. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale, what do you have her working on? Galul Jar's mother. I had a mother once. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Karkiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. Oh, look, he's got the little keyring on the back of his backpack. Oh, I didn't notice that before. I needn't search for what she left behind because she left it with me, and I will carry it always. Was it this? Speaking of things I just said that myself. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Karkiwa? A Karki ring? What? No. It's merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there's aught I can do for the people there. Much change though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. Should be the name of the spin-off YouTube channel, purely full of shorts of you ranting. The Angry James channel. I think someone's already got the Angry brand, so... to the back room. Back 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 to the back room. Where can I get my Viper knife and fork weapons? What is that a thing they've added? If you find out, can you tell me? And I'll go get him. A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. Ishtola's back! Yo, bitches! Am I interrupting something, I gather? Right, Ishtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Sky Deep Cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. You put it in Discord. Let me have a little look on my phone. Phone? I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join once we're finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. I got the key. I got the secret. Oh yeah, they've got these
there
new...
was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest. So, to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishul Jah herself.
Taishul.
While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
You're a king. Immediately, is what you say.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
She's gonna play a playlist. Surely all she had to do was press the play button.
My name is Taishul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. Mother?
Sephiroth?
Officially I am. Was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc.
I think he's going to turn into a baddie, that kid.
After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region.
I think he's going to be a bad one.
Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuiyolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within and reunited with my commander.
Yo, Sleeper Fox, is it Fatum? Sleeper Fox, thank you for the raid. How are you doing today? How was your stream?
I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he was. Good, excellent. You playing Roblox?
I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him.
Oh, she was peeping at him from afar. She was like, look at that.
His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon.
Sword Blocks Online. Is that like a multiplayer?
Never fall upon me. I knew.
Sounds like a multiplayer fighter game of some sort.
The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
She wanted a night with Zoraljar. That was what she wanted.
Today.
Oh, Sword Art Online anime. I see. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, nice. We're playing a bit of Final Fantasy XIV. This is.
In my arms. If you could see him.
Oh, this is with the boy. Yeah, this is the patch that came out just today. This is totally new content.
A foolish hope.
Oh, look at him, the cute little fella. Ah. He's gonna say no.
Its scales are blue.
It's?
He's your son.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How to raise a child, be a father? I don't. I can't.
Oh, grow up. Grow up. How immature.
No. Get it away from me.
This is his reason.
Get that thing away from me.
This is his reason. Oh, come on now. That's just immature. It's supposed. Oh, I'm Zoraljar. I'm a big dictator man. I have wars all over. Oh no, I don't want to be a daddy. No. Honestly, what?
We'll be a happy family.
I thought there was going to be like a reason. Oh, he's a clone or something like, and he wants nothing to do with a clone. And
the research hasn't been going well, but I can't let him take it out on my baby.
But the fact he was just like he had a baby with her, and then he's just like, actually no.
Now, little one.
That's just stupid.
Just where I do.
That's just stupid.
That's all of them.
That's so... honestly.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
So the real question now is what happened to the mother? Did she just... what's going on there?
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamarchi.
He is not fine.
Father and Mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
We tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it didn't even matter.
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
It didn't even wook Lamat. His mother is wook Lamat. She was all along. It doesn't matter that you look like a frostbitten thumb. Now, I am a bit disappointed in that plot point about the dad, like just being like, no, I can't possibly be a dad. How could that be possible? Oh, like that's just stupid. That's stupid. Come on, he's got plenty. Honestly, no, I just don't. It's better to know a profound response for one so young. Now, I wish he didn't have to be. Galul Jah is indeed wise beyond his years. He's right there. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It is fortunate he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. No, we don't know the whole story. Where is she? You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Galul Jah. If you remember one thing, remember that. Ah, look, he's happy. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I'm ready to head to living memory when you are. I'm planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. Geodude, a word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliala were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Leonode 9. Oh, let's start at Leonode 9. Leonode 9. Who knows? Who knows how you pronounce it in this? Apparently, nothing is pronounced how it's spelt, and nothing is spelt how it's pronounced, so... What plot point have you not been disappointed in since the release of Dawntrail? No, I mean, yes, okay, well, still, no. Mate, listen. Shut up. It's me and you, Crag Stormspear. Crag, Krog. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? Neo Kingdom Tunic of Scouting. Oh, it's Prestige Shadow Fuma. Oh, it's not bad, eh? That looks like ninja gear. Tropeos. What was that? Is that level 1? Tropeos Saber Fangs? Oh no, they're normal weapons. They're not. Yeah, okay. They do look nice though. Yeah, ninja shares gear with Viper. Yeah. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first. Do 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 dam doom doo. So, Wook Lamat, when are you gonna leave me alone? Oh, wait a second. We just gotta talk to these guys, and then we can have a chat about that. Okay, sure. We will talk about it later. Don't worry.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Spheen's back.
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
Uh-oh.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of
Wait,
lightning.
that's a point. How does murder work here?
Way to die.
They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
Like, you could kill someone in here, like in the olden part of Solution Land. You could murder someone.
To meet such an unceremonious end.
But then everyone
It feels wrong.
Everyone would forget that that person existed in the first place. So, like, there could be serial killers who are just like, yeah, I love killing, and no one would know.
Erases our memory of the departed. The regulators continue to function.
No one would ever know.
I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
She's right. They've got no knowledge of, like, yeah, this is like a really bad thing.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
No, but you must understand the risk to yourselves. That is called education.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
They're asking the right questions, well, Lamat, what's your problem?
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
What? What? I was joking. What? I was...
What?
What? Kill her again, sell the dress.
The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
Has she switched on living memory? Has she turned it back on? I always said it'd just be switched back on again.
Sphene is gone.
Just turn it on again.
Forever.
Explanation, please.
You there, Gussin. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live, not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memory shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
All of us shall be made endless.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Crazy rogue AI.
I have created a new system
Skynet.
that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel.
Terminators.
One not reliant upon soul cells.
Danger, danger.
This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like.
Our
Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more.
I said that those were tricky.
5,000 in all.
I said that there was something shifty about those.
One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
I said they were sus.
Only 5,000 of us.
You Victral!
Uh-oh.
The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
Uh-oh.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Yeah, punch her. Go for it. Do it. Start a diplomatic incident. Let's go. Oh.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Oh, nuts. That's not alarming at all. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Miso terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, 'tis no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. It is as if their memories have been erased. It's Galul Jar's mum, isn't it? It's his mum, taking on the guise of the queen. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? The mum. Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. The mother. That's my guess. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. With Yuna by my side. None of those. 2 of those. None of those. Okay. Termination. Meanwhile, in living memory.
My people. Are they safe?
Real Sphene?
Why am I...
In fear of death, the people turn to Queen Reborn, their fate to learn. With Yuna by my side. Oh, is this Chola running towards it? Yeah. Alright. Well, that's the patch done. Oh, that's the MSQ part of the patch done. Now, also what came of Neon Horizons. Also what came out with this patch was the Alliance raid, which I don't think I have time to do now. It is 1 o'clock in the morning here. I may find time to do that on a Discord call, or if Reyes, if you're streaming at some point, maybe I'll join you. And we'll do a run at some point. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it tonight, unfortunately. But I will get it unlocked. We've also got new tribal quests that have been unlocked. We've got there was something else as well. Oh yeah, new savages were unlocked as well. So there's a bunch of new stuff. You won't be streaming the Alliance raid. Okay, no worries. Then I might just figure out something to do offline at some point, or like online, but not on stream online. Yeah, that's this patch done. That's this patch done. I think I've, you know, where to even start? Where to start? Roneek, first of all, it is Roneek. Galul Jar and his reaction to being a dad. Like, obviously he'd said, oh, you know, I'm not your dad, you're not my son, and all of that sort of stuff. But for it to be founded on such an immature basis of like, I don't wanna. That's what it was, right? It wasn't like he's a clone, or it wasn't like it's a political ploy to take me down. You know, someone has tricked me into getting pregnant so that they can like try and inherit the throne, and I'm not gonna recognize. You know, it's nothing like that. It was just I don't wanna. That was a bit silly from my point of view. I feel that was a bit silly. But it is what it is. The mother, I think she's gonna come back. She's something to do with the new Sphene, I reckon. That was Sphene at the end that we just saw then, I think, walking towards Stola, in living memory. So the real Sphene is around. There's a fake Sphene around. Everyone loves the train. The train has a whistle. It's supposed to run quiet as a mouse, but it actually just sounds like any other train, which was interesting too. We spent a long time with Roneek, probably more time than I wanted, but we did. We spent time with the Roneek. The duty was fun. I enjoyed the duty that came with this. The end boss was. I think I'm gonna enjoy playing that as tank. I wanna play that again as a paladin. I think playing it as Viper. I'm not a fan of the Viper class. I think that's what it is. I can play it, I can do it, I'll do it when I have to. But I don't think I'm much of a fan of this class in general. It looks cool. It's got some cool glams, it's got some cool weapons. Like, it does definitely look cool. It's just a pain to play. It's a pain. It's a pain to do it. I'm giving him this one as a legitimate breakdown of the pack. Yeah, exactly. I'm just commenting on the overall thing, yeah. Are the mice in Tuliolal as loud as a train? Actually, there you go, Reyes. You got the loophole. You found the loophole in the thing. Yes, that must be what it is. That must be what it is. Yeah. I think it was a good patch. Overall, I think it was a good patch. I think it was, you know, there wasn't as... Lamat was in it, but she wasn't as overbearing in this one. I feel like she wasn't as... They've definitely dialed her back a bit. I feel like she still jumped in to save the day. And that single duty, the single player duty that we did, like, I was just like, what am I here for? Like, this isn't a single player duty. All I've got to do is step out the AoE and just do nothing for most of it. That was a bit silly. So they haven't solved the lack of empowerment. Like, there's no purpose still for the Warrior of Light to be here. I didn't feel we had much of a... We had more of a purpose, but still not really much of one. We're still following Lamat's whim. Which is fine, I guess. It's fine. Just finish yourself. What did you think, Guy in a Hat Games? I just gave a bit of a summary, but overall I think it was good. Overall I think it was good. I liked it. It was an improvement on that type of gameplay was a bit of an improvement on Dawntrail. It's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much where I am with it as well. It's fine. It's an acceptable game. All right, well, that I think wraps that up until we get patch 7.2. That's going to wrap us up here. So let's do the usual and say thanks to everyone who has supported this one-off stream that we've done today. Come, rise, show your names. Let's see you. Come up here. Thank you for the bits today, Brunette. That was early on in the stream. Thank you, Brunette. We also had resubs from Crisco the Narwhal, from Helicopter, from Pezza, from Reyes, from Rimvallo, from Risusu, from Zeus. Thank you all for your... Oh my fucking god, that was so loud. That was so loud. Sleeper Fox, thank you for the raid. Mods, thanks for modding. Vims, thanks for vipping, and Chaz. Why is that so loud for me? Why is that so loud for me? My ears. Jesus Christ. Now you know how I feel. Yeah. Chrome, thank you. Thank you for the lurk. And yeah, I get it. I get it. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Chatters, thank you for chatting. And lurkers, if you have been lurking, thank you for lurking today. Yeah. Oh, my ears. That surprised the heck out of me. I will be back for patch 7.2. That whenever that comes out, I'll be back to do that. We will be streaming that again. But that's Dawntrail for now.